Hi everybody, it's Miss Sara from the Lego Lounge with another edition of Lego Lounge. Today I have a Stormtrooper friend. He's here because he wants to make sure that you have signed up for the Summer Reading Club. Have you done so yet? You still have some time. If you haven't done so, he wants you to head over to our website, georginalibrary.ca, and click on sign up. It'll take you to our Beanstack app where you can sign up and log in all of the books that you're reading and all of the wonderful things that you're doing, all of the lovely programs that you're watching. And he's also going to help me decide what we're going to do for our Lego experiment today. So Storm and I are going to just pause and we're going to grab our handy dandy spinner and see what we have in store for us this week. Float test.
Hi everybody, it's Miss Sara here. I'm coming to you from my backyard. I have a little helper here who is obviously thirsty. Today our challenge is a float test. So what you need is a container with some water. It doesn't have to be big, you can even do it in your sink. But obviously you need some water because you're going to float things in it. And I chose to do it outside because I don't want to waste my water. I'm going to put the water on my garden when we're done. So what I've done is I've built something that I think is going to float. I haven't tested it, so you're going to find out with me if it's actually going to float or not. So this is my little, I'm calling it a float plane. And I'm pretty sure it's going to float because I think the design is pretty good. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put it in the water and see if it floats. And yes, it does. Actually, that's a pretty nice design, isn't it, mister? This is Blackie, by the way. Yeah, it's a, oh, are we going to test it? Careful now. Oh, well, he's giving us a little bit of turbulence in the water, so anyway, all right, so now I know that my design is a good one. If it sank to the bottom, I would have just done a redesign. But what I want to do is I want to test myself. I want to test my design even further. So I'm going to add some very brave minifigures that are going to be my passengers, and just to give myself a little bit of an edge, I'm going to put another couple of floats on my plane. Whoops. All right, so I want a couple more passengers. Finish my float. So one of the things I wanted to point out to you is that, you know, you could have just built a base that already floats, but I wanted to challenge myself a little bit more. So here I go. I'm gonna see if my passengers, oh boy, that is not good. We don't want our passengers underwater. All right, so I'm going to redesign. Okay, so I've had to do some major redesign on my float plane here, but I didn't bring that many blocks out with me, so I've had to work with what I had. So I've had to extend, I've had to put some pontoons on the front and on the back, but I think that this one's gonna work. At least it keeps their heads out of the water. Now, my real test will be when I give it some turbulence and see if it sinks. flop over. It's not a kayak, obviously. But anyway, that was pretty fun, actually, I must say. I enjoyed putting the hose in, that's for sure. So this is a cool experiment to do on a nice hot day outside in the backyard. And like I said, I'm going to take this water and I'm going to dump it in my garden because I don't want to waste it. Okay, so we will see you next time for another cool Lego challenge at Lego Lounge. Bye, guys.